here's Swamp Thing. Look how we're like misusing all your stuff. And Watchmen. How do you feel about that, Alan?
How do you feel about them?
You know what though? I really wonder though. And this is a bit off topic, but I really wonder if DC didn't kind of underhandedly screw Alan Moore by putting in that fine print when he signed the contract.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's a whole
If
other
they didn't do
podcast,
that,
for
and like
sure.
Alan Moore actually, knew what he was getting into, would he have not wanted people to kind of play around with his characters? Because I'm of the camp, I guess, where I have a little bit of resistance to writers who like there's a lot of writers out there who are not a fan of like fan fiction. Like George R.R. Martin's a good example. He doesn't like fan fiction of like Game of Thrones or his stuff. And I kind of look at it as if I was a writer and there are people out there, especially in the comic book world, where people do take on these characters.
It's the ultimate compliment.
I think it is. And I'm like, you know what? Do what you want, because I'm not writing the character for you to be like, this is the only way you must know.
And it should stay there.
I'm like, I'm writing this because I'm like, for me, the characters mean one thing, but you as a reader, I want you to take your interpretation of it and feel that connection based on you. And then if other creators want to come in and do their thing, sure.
Oh, well, like if we're going off the premise is like if he knew about the fine print, well, the thing is that the fine print said is like, we will give this property back to you when we are done publishing it. And we're talking about Watchmen here. And so that's kind of the ideal that he was coming in with. It's like, after you're done publishing this, then this is going to be my own and I get to keep this. And he's a little bit territorial about that, very territorial. Yeah. And so, and the way that this screwed him over is that they never stopped publishing Watchmen.
But you know what? Like, I think
it's a kick in the nut, man.
It is a kick in the nut. I mean, to a degree, it's also standard practice amongst a lot of different kinds of industries.
Of course, regardless of publishers.
I think, regardless of publishers, music producers, whatever it is. But I think I'm just curious. Like, would he, if he had known, let's say, that they wanted to continue with these characters or whatever, would he have allowed that to happen? Like, if somebody had, if he had owned the characters and somebody had come up with him being like, I have this amazing story that I want to write with, these two characters that I absolutely love, would he give that person permission in the universe where Alan Moore retained all the rights to his characters?
I'm not sure, because every interview that I've read from him was like after Watchmen, so he's been bitter ever since, and I can't imagine his personality being any other way.
But that way,
exactly. So he did adapt other characters and do spins on them. So like, I don't know, he'll be a bit of a hypocrite if he says like, only I can do that. I ruined Marvel Man for you.
I guess I think the only reason why I say this is because I'm reading Doomsday Clock right now, and I actually find it a very interesting kind of take on like what happens after Watchmen.
I like it.
I like it. And I think I honestly think Jeff Johns is paying very close attention to Watchmen and like paying a really great homage to it. More so than like the before Watchmen stuff that came out, like that stuff I didn't like. But like Doomsday Clock, I actually
think... The before Watchmen with the separate stories?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like that one, I only read Night Owl and I think Dr. Manhattan's, but like I didn't...
read the Silk Spectre one, if you want to give it another chance, but...
I didn't like those two, but I think...
No way.
I think Doomsday Clock, like Johns is doing a really great job kind of making that continuation, honoring the original, and not like...
Same with the artist, just like they're paying attention to the color scheme that they're using.
The art's on point, like it looks really
even
good.
The panels,
the
panels.
9-panel grid. It's all about that 9-panel grid.
And of course, the last thing that we're going to talk about, Lenny, is some reading recommendations for Swamp Thing.
Okay, so what I want to recommend is Alan Moore's run on Swamp Thing, starting from. Okay, I don't know what issue it is, but it is marketed as Saga of the Swamp Thing, volumes 1 to 6. You get to see Alan Moore change this regular old monster character that's just used in like classical horror stuff and just flip him on his head. It's just like, no, you are not just Monster Man anymore. You're a god.
Very nice.
Spoiler alert. No, actually, it's...
It's not even really spoiler alert.
Yeah, no, he is a god
now.
To
expect.
And you know what? If you are in like a really good like, mood for like, especially since it's April and Earth Day is coming up, like, if you're in the mood for like environmentalism,
ooh, that's right.
It's a very
need that pump up. The Defender of the Green.
Yeah,
there you go.
That first arc
Very
is
nice.
very much about the environment, and it's the only comic series to ever make me almost have a tear.
Swamp Thing makes Captain Planet look like a wuss.
Yeah,
Wow,
screw you,
that's
Crafton
harsh.
Planet. More like Crafton Planet.
Crafton Planet. All right, guys. Well, that's the end of our episode. Let us know what you think of Justice League Dark. Of course, let us know if you watched it or let us know if you read it and put it in our comment section. You know where to find us. We're at comicsinc.ca in both Instagram as well as in Facebook. And, of course, get a hold of us at www.comicsinc.ca. Hey. All right, this is Joey from Comics Inc. signing out.
With Canya, signing out.
And Len, similarly, signing out.
Bye, guys.
Do you want to hear more from Comics Inc? Show us some love. Patreon.com/comicsinc. See you soon.